Hello students, in last lecture we have seen the selection of bearing from manufacturer's catalog, then bearing with probability of survival higher than the 90%, then adjusted life of bearing. So these are the topic that we had discussed in our last lecture. Today we are going to see the example for the bearing. So start with here a shaft with centrally mounted helical pinion is supported on deep groove ball bearing. So here a shaft, it is supported on the deep groove ball bearing with the helical pinion mounted on the both side. You can see here figure both side. Okay, this is a cross section. You can understand actually this is a rounded bearing, but because of cross section it is look like this. Now next is the center distance. The center distance between the bearing is 100 mm. So here you can see the center distance between bearing is 100 mm. Then the shaft transmit 5 kilowatt power at 3000 rpm. So simultaneously we also see the given data 5 kilowatt 3000 rpm, and the diameter of the pinion is 80. So here pitch circle diameter, this is a pitch circle diameter is 80 mm. Then the normal pressure angle of the helix and helix angle यानी कि यहाँ पे phi and psi. So normal pressure angle and helix angle. Okay, so you almost have done the design of gears, right? So you know these terms, what is phi n, there is pressure angle, then psi, that is a helix angle. So you know about this, right? Now the required reliability of the bearing is 95% with the life of 800 hours. So यहाँ पे reliability is given, that is 0.95, and life in hours LH5, that is 8000 hours. Find the dynamic load capacity of bearing so that the bearing selected from the manufacturing catalog. So three things also here given. Assume that shock load factor 1.25, that is Ka, then radial load factor is 0.56, and thrust load factor, that is 1.2. So Ka, X and Y it is given. Now you just pause the video and draw this figure here, Ft and Fr. Tangential force you might have known, and we had discussed a lot regarding Ft in gear design. Okay, so pitch line velocity, it is also comes in gear design. Pitch line velocity is equal to pi dpn upon 60 into 1000. So 12.566 meter per second. So pitch line velocity. Then tangential force, it is the maximum force that the gear can sustain, but so here Ft is equal to P by V, so 397.89 Newton. Now we have to find the radial load and axial load. Okay, last time in a catalog manufacturer we have seen the design procedure. First and foremost thing is to find out the radial and axial load. So here helical gear is given. So as per the helical gear force analysis we have seen, the equation is given Ft into 10 phi n upon cos psi. So all the value we have, Ft is from, we can find from here. So 159.79 Newton, that is radial load, and axial load, that is 185.54 Newton. So after find out radial and axial load, we have to go for this diagram. Okay, vertical loading diagram. It is same like this, 100 mm distance, then 50-50. So here 50 and total 100 mm. So Ft, tangential force, is over here, okay, which is 397.89 Newton. This is reaction at A for the vertical, reaction at B for vertical, and same way we have to find the reaction at A for horizontal and reaction at B for horizontal. So if you don't know about the shaft design, just refer first shaft design. So here in MDID subject we have already calculated the shaft design by this way. Okay, so first we have to find the taking moment about A for the vertical. So if we take moment about A, then here this is the anti-clockwise and this is clockwise. Okay, sorry, in this way it is about clockwise ft and rab, that is anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise we consider as a negative and clockwise we consider as a positive. So force into distance, by this way we can find out rbv. Okay, so here after find out rbv, again taking moment about b, so vice versa here. Okay, we have find out b here and again a here. So taking moment about b for vertical, so RAV, that is anti-clockwise, and FT, that is clockwise. So one negative, one positive. So RAV we have find out. So RAV and RBV, that is the reaction at A and reaction at B for vertical. Now reaction of A and B for horizontal. Now again we have to find. So RAH, now we are going to find about B. So RAH into 100, this distance, then minus 185.54, that is the axial force which is 40 mm above, यानी कि यहाँ पे जो उसका सेंटर डिस्टेंस से ये जो डिस्टेंस है 80 यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, that is we consider as a 40. Okay, radius. So 40 into 185.54, but it is in a clockwise, so taking as a negative. Again this is a clockwise, so taking as a negative, and this is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. So RAH find out, same way vice versa RBH we can find out. You can pause the video and see how it do. Okay, so RAH, resultant load at A, that is under root RAV and RAH. So for vertical at reaction A, for horizontal at reaction A, so we can find RA here. Same way resultant load at B, so we can find RB. So ultimately we have find RA, that is radial load on bearing A, FRA, and RB, that is radial load on bearing B, FRB. So two value we have right now, 251.66 Newton FRA and FRB, that is 199.03 Newton, and axial thrust, that is 185.54. So then this equation that we have seen in design of bearing procedure, so equivalent dynamic load at A. So we have to find now equivalent dynamic load at A and equivalent dynamic load at B. So this equation we have seen x VFA plus x VFRA plus YFA bracket over KA. These all things we know. Okay, all terms we know, right? So after putting the value, we can find equivalent dynamic load at A, that is 454.47 Newton. Same way equivalent dynamic load at bearing B, that is FRB into KA. So we got the PEB is equal to 248.79 N. After find out this PEA and PEB, we can find the rating life. Okay, the rating life, that is L10. Okay, so here life in hours is already given. So L05 is equal to LH05 into 60 into n upon 10 raised to 6. अब n जो है that is the RPM. So यहाँ पे हमें मिलेगा L05 is equal to 1440 million revolution. तो हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे, we have just convert life in hours to the million revolution. Okay, what we have done, just convert million revolution, life in hours to million revolution. So okay, now there is one equation for that. A million revolution is equal to 4.48 L10 log E raised to 1 upon R raised to 1 upon 1.5. So here L05 we got over here 1440, we put the value of that, and finally we got L10, that is the rating life, that is 2328.36 million revolution. Okay, Next we are going to find the basic dynamic capacity of bearing. So we have also equation for that. So CA is equal to, here for A and for B, that we have to find. So we have this equation, L10 raised to 1 by 3 into PEA. Okay, so when we put the value in this, then we got the basic dynamic capacity, which is in Newton. So kilonewton we can find out here, 6.023 kilonewton. Same way CB we can find out 3.297 kilonewton. Okay, so by this way we can find out the basic dynamic capacity of A and B, then rating life, then all the things. Okay, so same way another example I would like to show you, just quick. यहाँ पे जो given data है, that is P and DP, phi and almost like same. Okay, almost same, only change is this value. So first we have find V, then FT, then FR, FA, then again reaction as per this. So all the things are same. Okay, equations are same, and finally we got CA and CB. Okay, so by this way we can solve the example of bearing. Okay, so friends, today this is enough I think, and next time we are going to take a lecture on hydrostatic bearing, which is another part of bearing. So thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.